So you're on the retail side of real estate, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So our customers are on the residential real estate agents that are helping your traditional, like I'm looking to buy a house, I'm looking to sell a house. Those are the agents that we're serving.
Got it. And I'm just going to go kind of off pace. Normally, I'm a real estate investor, have been for a number of years. What do you think about the market right now? Are you seeing the corrections happening? Based on you're in Richmond, Virginia, if I understand
Sure.
correctly. What are you seeing there? What are you anticipating happening? And we can kind of do a spin-off because I'm a real estate guy. I'm not a real estate agent. I've been an investor for a number of years, so it's always
Sure.
fascinating to kind of get some other takes on that.
Yeah, I mean, to say anything other than it has been a wild 16 months in the real estate space. It's been a wild 16 months for all of us, but in the real estate space, it's definitely been very felt. Um, the short answer to your question is where do I see the market going? What are the craziness happening? The biggest thing that's affecting our market right now, and I think that this gets lost in the noise right now, is like anything else, real estate is all about supply and demand. Today, we have historically low inventory and we have historically high demand. We have people that want to be purchasing houses coming out of the last recession in 2007 and 2008. Builders did not build nearly enough to be able to keep up with the demand, which has kind of left us at this point right now. When you have low supply, you have high demand, you're going to have increasing prices. And we've seen stupid numbers, coming out there. Until supply gets more right sized, I think we still see appreciation. Do I see double digit appreciation every month like some places kind of got for a period of time? No, I don't see that. I think we get into a little bit more normal, but it's not going to be dramatic pullbacks. We're not losing 20% off the top. None of that's going to happen. So that's probably the shortest answer I can give with actually some meat behind it there.
No, I really appreciate that, and that's going to actually resonate with a lot of our audience on here. So we've got a huge demographic of real estate investors, folks that are trying to get into real estate, whether they're on the retail side, whether they're on the investing side. I've
Yeah.
done a number of videos on this. I'm going to go ahead and drop a link below, guys. If you're watching right now and you want to see more content about real estate from obviously pros like this, go ahead and drop that link below. It's going to help our algorithms out. That was not even the nature of our call today, but I'm going to pick your brain while I've got you.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I went in blind just like you went in blind on this call. So I did not know real estate was your background. What are your thoughts on like lumber pricing? Is that starting to sustain, kind of starting to come down a little bit? New home builds, for example, you mentioned supply and demand. We're going to drop a link below on a video I've done recently based on that. No one's got the crystal ball.
No,
You,
no one's got the crystal ball. I think, and I don't want to speak out of turn, so I will fully own. I have a fantastic number two in the organization, a guy named Dave Childers, who his side of the house is all this side. My side of the house is vision, strategy, culture, right? So I am the pure CEO on that side of things. So these are questions he will give you much better answers for. And if you ever wanted to have him on, I'm more than happy to volunteer him for that. I think what we're seeing lumber prices, we're definitely seeing them come down off the historic highs. I mean, they were insane. I'm in the process. I'm a real estate investor as well. I'm also in the process of doing a major renovation on the house next door to mine to then move into that house into the future. So I'm very aware, acutely aware of lumber prices and its impact on everything in our industry. They are coming back down. I don't know that they'll get back into normal for a longer period of time is basically what we're hearing and what we're seeing, but they're definitely not the insane numbers where it didn't even make sense to build a house at that price. So those are the types of things I think we're in every area, we're getting back to normal. And I think that the message that we'll hear in the media is that, well, if it's gone up, it's got to come down. You look at any trend that you want to look in the real estate space, that doesn't happen. It's just over. If you look at a long enough period of time, the slope is up and to the right. And I think that continues. I don't see that ever changing. It's all of the things that we love, that they're not making any more real estate, and we all want to live in a house. We all want to live someplace that we can call home. Until that changes, real estate as a long-term investment is a fantastic investment.
Fantastic. I appreciate your insight on that. And that's not why we're on the channel today. I just want to pick your brain. Obviously anyone that's, on the channel that has an, kind of an expert background, I want to get their takes on that. So, it's
Totally.
real estate's cyclical. We don't need to necessarily dive into that today, but the real reason you're on the channel today is we had a interview I just did yesterday with Brett Gilliland, and like I shared, I'm someone that has been through his program, ongoing in his program right now, and he said you would be willing to do a testimonial, basically about your experiences with Keep, with Elite, what that's looked like for you. So if you don't mind, we kind of dive into that.
We came in at around 1 million. We're north of 10 today, and looking to go way beyond that. If that's your mindset, this is 100% for you. I'd also say if you're somebody who's looking for more time back to be able to, whether that's invest in other areas, more time with family, you're looking to get more balance in your life, this is also for you. I want to be working on the business every day. I don't necessarily need to be working in the business. I think you see those two groups really gravitate towards the Elite methodology. All the folks that I've met are generally in one of those two camps. And it's funny how similar the work and the strategy is to be able to get to those two different results. I'm in my business every day, 40 hours a week at least, working on because I love it, right? And I have friends through the Elite program that they're in 15 hours and they're doing a bunch of other things, but they're implementing the same strategies and systems because it's, once you get to a certain point, it's about culture, it's about leadership. Every challenge is a leadership challenge. And this is really what we're talking about here is how do we solve leadership challenges?